Your KETK Sports Zone, brought to you by Peters Auto Sports Tyler.
All for one and one for all. That may be the best way to describe East Texan Patrick Mahomes, and no, not his Kansas City Chiefs teammates, but a few of his closest White House friends that he grew up with. And their bond, their friendship, they simply grow stronger even with the unprecedented level of success that the reigning Super Bowl MVP has achieved.
It seems like a lot of people are astonished by, the type of friendship that we have and, how much we care for each other. But to us, I think, we made that decision a long time ago. We decided that, we were going to be friends and that we were going to have each other's backs, through the thick and thin.
Ryan Cheatham, Coleman Patterson, and Jake Parker all caught passes from Patrick Mahomes as White House Wildcats, but their relationship, which started long before that, continues to evolve. And even with the pandemic, Mahomes is going to have his buddies at the Super Bowl cheering him on for the second year in a row.
I'm ready to get to Tampa.
Yeah.
It feels good. It's kind of a hard feeling to describe, but it almost seems normal at this point.
I'm so proud of him and so grateful for him to be my friend and to continue down this road. And, I plan on being there for him through it all.
That's just kind of where we're from and the community that we grew up in and the people that we are around. And we have that friendship that's going to last a long time. And, to see Patrick in a position like this and want to involve some of his best friends speaks volume to who he is and the type of people that shaped and molded us.
I just think he just remembers when we were, with each other every single day, almost every single hour, in high school and growing up. And, even though we're all doing different things in our lives and are away from each other, I think it's just the reason we're just as stronger is just because of that trust. And, he knows through whatever that, he can always come back to us and call us or text us. And, it's just like when we were growing up.
The accomplishments, but more importantly, the work ethic of the most visible player in the NFL have certainly rubbed off on them as well.
It makes you want to try to be a better person day in and day out yourself.
You see the level of success that he's had, and it makes you want to strive to do better things in your life and help other people in other ways. And he's been able to help take us along on the ride.
Just the work he's had to put in to get to where he is. And we were kids watching Tom Brady, and now Patrick's about to be in the Super Bowl and take down Tom Brady.
The type of support they have for each other is also evident in the encouragement that Parker received from the group when he decided to return to football at Howard Payne after nearly 2 years away from the game and from college.
They've always backed me up, told me not always what I wanted to hear, maybe what I needed to hear, but in this situation, they just kind of gave me a positive impact to go back. And I'm going back. I have a game February 6th, and then I'm flying to Tampa the next day.
A highly decorated pitcher himself, Cheatham helped both Tyler Junior College and UT Tyler win national championships and would find his partner Mahomes in the stands at most of his home games.
I wish that I could, say thank you 1,000 times to him. Those kind of things, not only is he just come to the game just to watch, but to know, what he's got to do that. He still chose to do it because he wants to be there and to support me and, to see me succeed.
They admit this year, returning the favor has been a challenge and quite different.
We have been able to go up for a couple games, but it's been super different than what it's been in the past. There were multiple COVID tests that needed to be taken, tests to be taken once we got there just to make sure everything was good, social distancing, wearing masks. We still got to spend some personal time together, but obviously things were a little bit different this year. But any time that we're always together or when our friends can be together is good times.
They also respect him for speaking up at a time when the world really needed it.
I think it was just time for action for myself. Speaking for myself, it was time for me to say something. It was time for me to go into the community and do what I can to make the world a better place. And I think that was built up of me getting more and more confidence of being able to play and be myself and show myself.
What I'm most proud of is the way that he did it. He chose to make sure that everybody had a voice.
Super proud of Patrick for him using his platform to try to make a difference in the world. And, I think that's super important that everybody's different, but, everyone's created equal. And I don't think people should be judged based off, some of the things that are out there. It's treat other people the way you want to be treated.
And nothing would make them happier than to witness him racing the Lombardi Trophy once again. And Mahomes and the Chiefs are 3.5-point favorites to knock off Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bucks at Raymond James Stadium. Mahomes is also the odds-on favorite to repeat as the big game's MVP. Super Bowl 55, folks, kicks off at 5:30 p.m. on Sunday, February the 7th.